I don't know who needs to hear this. Maybe it's you, maybe it's someone else. But let me tell you this. Don't drag yourself through the mud. Give yourself a hard time. Or none of that. Simply because a few projects fell behind. Just keep in mind, we don't have to keep up appearances with people. Sometimes things fall behind. Sometimes life gets hectic. There's those of us that suffer from ADHD. And there's those of us that are going through recovery. And like me, there's a number of us that are going through both ADHD and addiction recovery. I started a lot of these projects back in May. First part of May, I started a lot of these. What you see over leaning up against the fence in front of the dinosaur is the sandbox that I'm building for my son. Somewhere along this video, you see the playhouse that I've built for him, that I'm building. And everything was made out of pallets, except the sandbox. I did buy the wood for the sandbox, but it was pretty cheap. But after spending some time in and out of bed and moping around, having to force myself to even get in the shower, sometimes you just wake up in the morning and you feel good. And this was one of those mornings. So I got up and I jumped in the shower at 4:30 in the morning. I love doing everything in the morning. It's nice and cool. I got my time to myself. And so I jumped in the shower and I come outside and I looked over and I seen all these unfinished projects. But rather than let it stress me out, rather than dragging myself through the mud, I decided, let's do something about it. Let's show folks that just because you fall behind doesn't mean that you need to pile more stress on. Just tackle one thing at a time. And I'll tell you, this felt great. Getting out there again, fixing up that fire pit that was an absolute nightmare. I mean, you couldn't even have a bonfire and do marshmallows or hot dogs because the old fire pit had so much piled in the bottom of it that you'd have a very wide area of red coals and only a small area of flame. So I decided it was time to clean it all out, get the rocks back in there a lot better than they were. And then later on, I'll burn some wood. You'll see that I put some wood in there to stack it up. And I'll burn that off later and let the ash lay on the bottom on top of the mud. And this is going to make a great fire pit. I think the family's going to love it. We're going to be able to do hot dogs and we're going to be able to do marshmallows and s'mores. And that's what it's about, ain't it? That's why we recover. That's why we fight. It's not so that Jim Bob down the road thinks we're good people. It's not because the people that judged us see us as contributing members to society. That's not why we do it. No. We recover because we want better for us and our families. That's at least what I did it for. I was tired of getting up every morning, sick, and trying to find a way to re-up every single day. It was nothing short of a nightmare. I remember back when I was active in my addiction, getting up in the morning and not going through withdrawals was basically a pipe dream. I envied people. I envied people that I seen on TV. You know, you're sitting down, you're watching a TV show, and one of the scenes is them waking up in the morning. And just seeing them go from their bedroom and into the kitchen to make a coffee, enjoying that coffee, and just being at peace. Man, I remember thinking that would be amazing. Instead of waking up soaked in sweat, freezing, skin crawling, restless legs, back, legs, hips, feet, hands, arms, neck, everything hurting so bad. And then the hunt begins. If you had the money, well, then you had to find a supplier that had their phone on. And if you didn't have the money, then you needed to find the money before you reached out to the supplier. Mind you, the whole time you're sick. It came to a point where I dreaded every day. I dreaded nighttime. I dreaded night coming. I dreaded going to bed. I dreaded any part of it because I knew that if I did fall asleep, I was going to wake up sick. What a nightmare. But you know what? I don't do that no more. And you have all the chance in the world not to do that anymore too. So if you're active in your addiction right now, just remember, keep up the fight. We do recover. We do get better. And if you are in recovery right now, and you're just struggling and having a hard time, things are falling behind, you got tasks building up, just keep in mind, what other people think doesn't matter. Other people's schedules don't determine when your things get done. Only you do.